Hi everyone. Today I wanted to bring to you another entry in our Becoming a Savvy Reader series. Today we want to talk about explore your reading options. So reading is more than just reading books. There's audiobooks, Playaways, ebooks, large print. You've got some different options. And there's different formats for different times and different people. Obviously, if you're driving a car, you can't read a book, but you might be able to listen to an audiobook. And some people, can't necessarily read a paperback, but maybe a large print would be a good option for them. So there's different formats. So first of all, audiobooks. Now, the most common audiobook maybe that you think of is audiobook on CD, and the library does have a lot of those. But there are also e-audiobooks and other formats that we're going to talk about today as well. And audiobooks have a lot of the same benefits as reading. You can, for kids, it still is a great way of expanding vocabulary. And for adults, it's still a great way to relax and learn information and just enjoy a new story. So Playaways are something that we want to show you, and they include some different formats. So one of them is an audiobook style and looks just like this. You can see it comes, just this little thing right here is one book. And you can see that, it's pretty simple, on and off, play, pausing, fast forwarding between the chapters. That's pretty much it. There's ones for kids, there's ones for adults, and this is what you get, is this box here. It comes with a battery, and depending on whether it's a kid's one or adult one, it may or may not come with a set of earbuds. Then there's large print books. We have a large selection of large print books, both fiction and nonfiction, in our collection. And here I just took a picture of a large print book on the left and a regular print on the right. And you can see there's some differences. First of all, obviously with the size, but also the font type. So on the left, the large print is font there is something that's called a sans serif. It means it doesn't have the little things at the end of the letters like it does on the right, which are called serifs, which is why on the left it's called sans serif and on the right is a serif font. And the large print books are just made to be easier to read. Sometimes it's a different kind of a paper. The font is different, the size is different, the spacing is often different. So it just makes it easier to read. We also have ebooks and e-audiobooks, and we have them available through a couple different services. Hoopla and Overdrive, which uses the Libby app, are our two main services that we use for ebooks and audiobooks. So just to break down some differences, in Hoopla, the items that are available to you are chosen by Hoopla themselves. In Overdrive, those items are chosen by the Franklin County Library System, of which we are a part. In Hoopla, it's books, music, movies, there's graphic novels, there's TV, there's all kinds of stuff on Hoopla. On Libby, it is mostly books. That is what we've chosen to focus on. Hoopla, there's a set number of checkouts per month that you can check out, and that's per calendar month. So whatever month it is, you get that many checkouts, and then you're done. Whereas in Overdrive, it's more like it is with your card. So like you can check out a certain number of things, and if you reach your limit, then you just have to return something that you've checked out, and then you can check out something else. In Hoopla, there is no waiting. So if there's a particularly popular book, everybody can check it out. It doesn't matter. You can all have it at the same time. Whereas Overdrive is more like at the library. So if somebody else has it checked out, you have to wait for it to come back. Hoopla, there might be some authors that are not there. And again, that's just all dependent on Hoopla and the authors and their publishers and all of that. Whereas on Overdrive, if there's something that you think you want and that's the format you need it in, you can request it. We may or may not be able to get it, but again, since it's done by our library system, you have a little bit more input there. Hoopla, the app, is not designed to switch between cards, although you can. So it doesn't matter how many library cards you have for that, although you can switch between them with some difficulty. On Overdrive, it is meant to have multiple library cards. So if you have a library card with us, or you can also get a library card with some other libraries, you can put them all in there and you can switch between them quite easily. Hoopla does not have books for Kindle Paperwhite, whereas Overdrive and Libby, you can find some stuff for that. So if you're looking for that, you're gonna be wanting to focus on Overdrive. Now, no matter what ebook option you choose, whether Hoopla or Overdrive, or if you're using a Kindle, whatever e-reader you're using, there are some options in that you might want to adjust to make reading easier for you. First and most obvious, of course, is the font size. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. The margins, so that's the space to the left and to the right of the text, you can increase or decrease those. Spacing, so the space in between each line, you can change. So I have mine set, this picture on the left here is, you can see there's a fair amount of space in there. So you can increase or decrease that. Justification, this is all lined up on the left. That's what the justification is, whereas on the right, it's kind of spaced out there. You can change that. Background for e-readers, a lot of them have this option to do a black background with white text, or some of them are having a lot more options now too. For screen reading, having it a white background is usually not the best for your eyes and for reading, and so they've come up with some different options for that. And you can also change what font it is. They have as we were talking with the sans serif or the serif, they've got different varieties for that. And this particular font that it's showing here is an open dyslexia font, which may or may not actually help, but try some different fonts. See which ones you like. There may be ones that make reading easier for you, and you should absolutely choose those ones. If you like Hoopla and Overdrive, you should get more library cards for more selections or checkouts. And one library you can try if you're in Pennsylvania is the Free Library of Philadelphia will send you a library card. I hope that's been a help and you know some new ways that you can read or not read, as the case may be. If you need help accessing any of these things, give us a call or send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, bye.